Cool, so I'm with Carla and Natalie from Two Lippy Ladies in Napier, just over the road from Arlington. And you girls do something pretty exciting, and you bring something pretty exciting to Napier. But this isn't your first rodeo. This isn't your first shop, right? So tell me a little bit about the process and the progress that got you to open this shop up here. You know, what have you done before this?
Well, we did start, originally we were pretty much in Natalie's home and in her kitchen, and we started an online store, and we ended up getting a pop-up shop on Emerson Street over the Art Deco period, and it did really, really well. And then following that, we found a great space actually in Hastings, and we opened in Hastings, only for a short time though, and then this beautiful place opened up here in Market Street in Napier, and we were very specific that we wanted to be in Napier and what part of Napier, and it opened up just before Christmas, and we actually moved between Christmas and New Year very, very quickly and opened our beautiful brand new store on Market Street, and we've still kept our online store going at the same time. Yeah.
So what was the thinking behind starting online? Like how did you choose your products? Did you just want to take a kind of a little risk and work out whether there was a market there doing online first?
It was driven by what we wanted, that we liked that style of clothes and that aesthetic, and we couldn't find it readily in New Zealand. So we started small. We had a collection of about 7 or 8 dresses which we photographed in my kitchen, and the whole business was operated out of my house. And it was really successful. As soon as we had the clothes, we went from like 1,000 to 10,000 Facebook followers in less than a year.
Wow.
And
that's huge.
With a tiny spend.
Wow.
Yeah, and so instantly it was a success, and there were so many people. And I've got a very understanding husband that as the house was slowly overtaken with all these boxes of clothes, he didn't care. He just would step over them. But we got to the point where we needed to rent a space, and if you're going to rent a space, it may as well be a shop. And so we tested the market with that pop-up shop over in Emerson Street.
Okay, so you knew that there was a market out there if you're getting that many people interested in the
and
clothing.
They were shopping, yeah.
And so Emerson Street was first over Art Deco, so you're kind of preaching to the converted in a way, because this is all retro, nostalgic. What decade exactly is the clothes?
It's more 50s.
It's more, 50s vintage rockabilly rather than deco, but it still fits really well into Napier.
Yeah.
And sort of the scene, yeah.
What did the Hastings shop teach you about retail versus why you decided to move back to the Napier side of things?
Well, never owning a store before, it was a great place to start. It was a little store. It was in the east block of Hastings, which is a really funky part of Hiratonga Street that we were in.
That's nearby the common room.
Yeah, we were across from the common room and cornucopia, and it was a really lovely community and really supportive to move into, and we found that people were really excited for us that we got the shop, and they came to visit, whether they were from Hastings or people would travel in from Napier and all around the place, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a real success, but the tendency was always just from month to month while we looked for our permanent home. Yeah.
So you always knew that the Napier shop was going to be home for you. Once you found that, has that given you an opportunity to bring different clothing lines in? Like, is it a bigger shop now that you can kind of stock more things?
Yes, it's a much bigger space for us, and we have brought in a lot more of our existing brands, and we've started new brands as well, because now we do have the space. And so it's ever changing, ever evolving for us, and it's beautiful over there, and it's big and bright and lovely.
So for those that maybe are on your Facebook page, those 10,000 likes that haven't been to the store yet, what's in store for them when they do head down and come and have a look in?
Fun. We have fun in our shop. There's obviously the both of us, and we do have a fabulous part-timer, Kat, and we just love having the women in and almost taking them on a journey, try this, try that, and we laugh a lot, and we really do have something for everyone, and we do right from small sizes right, to us curvy ladies. We've sort of really got something for everyone, so yeah.
Excellent. So it's fully inclusive, as long as you're a woman interested in cutting edge fashion and things are going to look great on you. That's the place to go and check out.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's enough, mate. Well, I'm never going to wear any of that, but I can tell that you guys are like, super passionate about it. So,
Absolutely.
excellent. Well, thank you very much, Carla and Natalie, for your time today on
Pleasure.
the Arlington couch. And,
The neighbour's couch, yeah.
Yeah, the neighbour's couch just over the road. And better let you get back to some of those customers queuing up over there.
Excellent.
Thanks for your time.
Anytime.
And the last question, Andrew says, "Hi, I've only recently opened up my massage and healing practice in the last 12 months, yet I'm having trouble sharing my business and attracting clientele. As a new business owner, what are the first basic things I should do to connect with my target audience and have them turn up? I just don't know where to start."
Okay, so he's got a massage place and he's struggling for people to turn up and have what I'm assuming is an amazing experience.
Yeah.
Because anyone that's had a massage, like you feel way better afterwards. So the product's good, and he's struggling to get people in there. So I guess my question, what's his name again, sorry?
Andrew.
So I guess my question for you, Andrew, is where have you tried? Like where have you put yourself out to? Because having a massage room, it's usually a place where it doesn't have a lot of windows. You know, you're not retail, you don't have front pavement presence. So you've really got to go out there and get the business rather than wait for it to come to you. The second question I would have is around, how have you built trust with that audience? Massage is very personal, you're hands-on with someone. So they've got to trust you not only in your ability, but in your demeanor. So my advice there is you've got to go out and put yourself out there. You've got two different ways of doing that, both digital and real life. Go and chat to people that are local to you. And I'd let people know around your industry, around your location to say, hey, I'm offering massages right next door to you. Can I put something in your window or can I put something on your counter where your customers come in and they get a deal because they're your customers? That way they're getting value because you're offering them something like a 2-for-1. And what you're getting from them is access to their audience. Go and do that at maybe 7 or 8 presences around where you offer massage and you'll be away. Customers are already coming in there, they're just not coming in for your services.
Yeah.
Great, thanks for the questions from the audience. These questions, for if you're first time watching this, these come from Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. If you want to ask me a question on the show, go to twitter.com/RyanNNZ. Facebook.com, RyanNNZ, and on the next show, your question may be answered. Boom.